Thank you so much and welcome everybody. It is really my honor to be the person who gets to welcome you all to be my colleague. But before you take the oath, I want to tell you how eager we are to have you. This is an incredibly challenging but also exciting time to join the legal profession. One sentence from the oath that you are about to take catches in my throat every time I read it. I will never reject from any consideration personal to myself the cause of the defenseless or oppressed. Our justice system has to work for everybody. And the success of our democratic institutions depend on people trusting that it works for everybody. And we sometimes have fallen short. 8 out of 10 people in Michigan, like the rest of the country, can't afford lawyers for their legal problems. And that means for many of those, they have to figure out how to navigate our justice system on their own or give up. We have the best legal aid programs in the country here in Michigan, and the best lawyers here in Michigan that do countless hours of pro bono work. And Michigan Legal Help is the best resource for self-represented litigants in the country. I'm absolutely positive of all those things. And yet, this pandemic has made more change possible in our court system than in many decades. And the Michigan Bench and Bar have stepped up to become a national leader in adapting our systems of justice to meet this moment. The accomplishments are too many to go into here, but we truly are leading the nation in what we are getting done in this pandemic in our courts. But we've been working in emergency mode, responding quickly to keep our courts open virtually. And we have to make sure we're not simply applying new Band-Aids to a system that needs to be fundamentally rethought. Bill Gates said the first rule of any technology used in a business is that automation applied to an efficient operation will magnify the efficiency. The second is that automation applied to an inefficient operation will magnify the inefficiency. The pandemic has provided fertile grounds for change, but we have to make sure we're changing all of the right things. Our court system has been largely unchanged since its founding, which predates our country's founding. And it all revolves around litigation conducted by attorneys representing parties. And therefore, the statutes, the court rules, the norms, and the processes that govern what we do were all born and grown up with the idea of represented parties, no technology, and low caseloads in mind. And our structures, procedures, and attitudes within the courts and the bar are understandably anchored in that paradigm, or they have been. And I will say I still hear from lots of folks that they can't wait to get back to normal. But normal wasn't that great for too many of our neighbors. If all we do is expand the use of technology to the system we had before, we won't solve some of its most fundamental challenges. And that's where you come in. I believe Michigan is poised to build on the success we have seen in the last 7 months to be a national leader in delivering an accessible justice system to everyone, in redesigning courts as a service rather than a place, in reimagining justice centers that help people solve problems in new and diverse ways. You are not at all committed to the old normal. You're arriving at a moment where we have an enormous opportunity for building a brand new normal. And you show up with new skills and new ideas and better ideas that will be critical to what we build. You can lead us in truly serving the cause of the defenseless and the oppressed in that new normal. Welcome. I am so glad you're here.
Thank you, Chief Justice McCormick, for including me here today in this important ceremony. And I want to thank you for all that you've done to keep our state's justice system not just functioning, but thriving during this global pandemic. I think you're proving that we have the power to imagine a better system, a more inclusive system, and you're making it happen. And legal innovators like you are exactly what our profession needs. And I'm confident that there are more innovators here today ready to be sworn in as new Michigan attorneys. So I'm delighted to help you welcome them, these new attorneys, these legal innovators, to the State Bar of Michigan. And I can't wait to see the great things they'll accomplish in their careers. To the candidates, congratulations on your achievements. Graduating law school, passing the bar exam, and passing the multi-state professional responsibility examination. I think you've demonstrated your integrity, your willingness to work hard, and your ability to succeed as attorneys in this extraordinary profession. So at this moment, I'd like to meet the candidates. Heather Allred, John Brithney, Brittany Browers, Michael Buchanan. There's a good last name. Glenda Butler, Lenita Carter, Chong Yang Cheng, Jillian Svengros, Tala Dubour, Yarland Daniels, Billy Deschone, Jason DeWitt, Zachary Dropcheck, John Duhan, Daniel Elkis, Adu Ian Okut, Melina Felbarth, Michael Fisher, Jose Gonzalez Jr., Emily Granger, Makiko Harada, Michelle Hine, Jason Hoskins, Shannon Housley, Alisa Hussein, Alexia Jansen, Elizabeth Karwacki, Paulina Kennedy, Marissa Kiefer, Alexander Newth, Jason Crass, Peter Kripchick, Samantha Kulhanek, Aaron Lassenby, Brittany Lee, Rudy Longman, Ray Liu, Paul Matuka, John McAllister, Raymond McVeigh, Ryan Murray, Steve Nugent, Violet Osco, Pooja Patel, Richard Plowden, Jacob Radecki, Mallory Reeder, Matthew Rosenthal, Timothy Susi, Anthony Squadrilla, Anna Sterling, Kelsey Thomas, Mackenzie Walls, Laura Willenbring, Basil Williams, Amanda Wilson, James Rock, Maria Yaramenko. Your Honor, I'm reliably informed these candidates have the knowledge and character to practice law, and I move to admit them as attorneys to the State Bar of Michigan.
Your motion is granted. Before we get started, I just want to give you a heads up about how this is going to go. In a moment, you're all going to be unmuted, and then you will I will recite the oath. You will repeat after me line by line. And at various points, there may be a short delay while we wait for the technology to catch up or to capture a screenshot, or if anything else goes wrong and someone tells me to stop, I'll stop. But don't be alarmed, we will get through it. It's long, but we'll get it done. At the end of the oath, you'll all be muted again. So I'm going to wait now while you are all unmuted, and then we'll get started. Background noises are completely fine. Pets, babies, excited parents, any of the above, all good. Okay, I think we are ready to go. Somebody will yell at me if I'm wrong. And I will ask you to please raise your right hand and repeat after me, like I said, line by line. I do solemnly swear or affirm
I do solemnly swear or affirm
I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan.
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan.
I will maintain the respect due to courts of justice and judicial officers.
I will maintain the respect
due to courts of justice and judicial officers.
I will not counsel or maintain any suit or proceeding
I will not counsel or maintain any suit or proceeding
which shall appear to me to be unjust,
which shall appear to me to be unjust,
or any defense except such as I believe
or any defense
Except
such as I believe
to be honestly debatable under the law of the land,
to be
honestly
debatable
under the law of the land.
I will employ for the purpose of maintaining the causes confided to me
I
will employ for the purposes of maintaining the causes confided to me
such means only as are consistent with truth and honor.
Such means
only as are consistent with truth and honor.
And will never seek to mislead the judge or jury.
and will never
Seek to mislead the judge or jury
By any artifice or false statement of fact or law.
any artifice or false statement of fact or law.
I will maintain the confidence
I will maintain the confidence
and preserve inviolate
and preserve inviolate
the secrets of my client
the secrets of my client
and will accept no compensation
and will accept no compensation
in connection with my client's business
In connection with my client's business,
except with my client's knowledge and approval.
except with my client's knowledge and approval.
I will abstain from all offensive personality
I will abstain from all offensive personality
and advance no fact prejudicial to the honor or reputation of a party or witness,
and
advance no fact
Judicial to the honor or reputation of
party or witness
unless required by the justice of the cause with which I am charged,
unless required by justice of the cause
with which I am
charged.
I will never reject from any consideration personal to myself
I will never reject
consideration personal to myself
the cause of the defenseless or oppressed,
the
cause of the defenseless or oppressed,
or delay any cause for lucre or malice,
or
delay any cause for lucre or malice.
I will in all other respects
Will in all other respects
conduct myself personally and professionally
conduct myself personally and professionally
conformity with the high standards of conduct imposed upon members of the bar,
in conformity with the high standards of conduct upon members of the bar
as conditions for the privilege to practice law in this state.
as conditions
conditions
for the privilege to practice law
in
in
this
this state.
Congratulations. I am so excited for all of the contributions you will make. Please make them big ones. We are so ready for you. This was a special session of the Michigan Supreme Court, an official special session convened in your honor, and it is now concluded, and the court stands in recess.
Thank you, Your Honor. The Young Lawyers section, or as we affectionately call it, YLS, is the perfect place to start as a new attorney. It's the place to learn, to teach, to plan, and participate in programming, substantive law, finding a mentor, and making, I think, lifelong friends. And I believe it's important to love what you do and get good at it. Legal work, as you know, is hard work, requires tenacity, and it requires patience. Here to tell you a little bit more about YLS is this year's chair, Samantha Orvis.
Thank you. First, let me also thank Chief Justice McCormick and also you as well, President Buchanan, for inviting me to participate in today's ceremony. It's a privilege to address and welcome you all here today. As the chair of the State Bar of Michigan Young Lawyers section, welcome to the profession. Earning your license to practice law, as you all well know, is no easy feat. And now that you're youngish or new lawyers, you're sure to have many questions. Fortunately for you, the State Bar and many local and affinity bars have resources to not help you just survive, but to thrive in your chosen profession. One of the most important things I like to share with new and young attorneys is how helpful it is to get involved, and early on. The connections you make through bar service and activities are truly invaluable. Whether it's being able to pick up the phone and call someone to ask about a legal issue that's outside your area of expertise or experience, ask for a favor, or ask for a referral, there are countless reasons why you should get and stay involved. A look around at your screen at the participant list for other new admittees participating in the ceremony today. When the ceremony is over, I encourage you to reach out to one another. Say hello, expand your network. Reach out to me. I'm going to take just a couple minutes of your time to share some brief information about the Young Lawyers section and invite you all to become active members. As you'll see here on the first slide, the Young Lawyers section was founded in 1940. We are the oldest and second largest section of the State Bar of Michigan and began as the junior bar before our name was changed. Especially important to note, membership in the YLS is automatic for every member in good standing of the State Bar who's under the age of 36 or who's been admitted to practice 5 years or less, whichever period's greater. So as new members of the bar, welcome to YLS, and we are happy to have you. The Young Lawyer section provides education, information, and analysis about issues of concern through meetings, seminars, the YLS website, and public service programs, along with our publication, a blog called Inter Alia. Governed by an executive council whose members are elected through the state bar elections and represent various districts. There are 3. Our purpose is to sponsor and carry on activities of particular interest and value to young lawyers, coordinate activities of the various local young lawyer groups in Michigan, cooperate fully with and as an integral part of the State Bar of Michigan, and to also cooperate with various local bar associations in the state and the ABA, including its Young Lawyers Division, in promotion of programs. You'll see here we've got a couple fun facts for you. There are 6,794 active bar members in Michigan that are young lawyers in our section. Of those, 88.7% are millennials. And then I've listed here the 3 most populous for young lawyers section. We've got 23% in Wayne, 32% in Oakland, and 8.5% in Kent. And that's where the largest sections of our members are. So if you're interested in getting involved and becoming an active member of the Young Lawyers section, please reach out. You can write an article to contribute to our blog, serve on a committee, or just learn more about us in general. Potentially learn about running to become an executive council member and representing your district. My email is here, and also some information about our website, where you can find our blog, and also our Facebook page. Again, congratulations, and thank you for your time today.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you again, Chief Justice McCormick, and thank you for family and friends who are watching on YouTube. But probably most importantly, congratulations to everyone who was sworn in today. Welcome to Michigan Bar. We're very proud.